Hello dollies, how you doing? I've got a really bad cold and I'm feeling really rough, but because of that, it's good news for you because I can't do my work. I thought I'd start on this boy doll video and I'm so excited about it. So I've made the pattern for you ready to download. I'm so excited. He's going to be a rock star boy doll because one of my gorgeous fans, Dollies, said she wanted to make a boy band, so that's for you. Now before we turn, here he is anyway, look, that's him there, that's the pattern. I wanted to draw your attention to this. Here's the head. You can see I've had lots of goes at getting that line. Doesn't matter how many times you do it, make sure that it's smooth, because the neck bit here and the face, if you get bumps in that, it looks really horrible. And once you turn it, there's not much you can do about that. So I've just had a right messy go at making sure that line is as smooth as possible. So make it as messy as possible. Remember the nips here, snips. And like life, it's not perfect. Messy is good, dollies. So I can't wait to see you in the next video. We're gonna make this boy doll rock and let's make a whole band. Bye. Hello dollies. I know I said it's a boy doll video, but we're girls, yay! Anyway, the point is, to sit as a cloth doll, to sit or to stand. It's up to you, dollies, which one you prefer to do. But know that you have the choice, and this is a really lovely technique that I learnt from our friend Tilda doll. So here is our upcoming boy doll, which I'm going to demonstrate on the table here. There's some pretty jewellery in the background. So if you do want your dolly to sit, this boy doll's just a bit tired and he's rocking out and he wants to sit down. So I'll mark on the pattern optionally the seat lines, and then you just do that with your pen there. Now the trick is to stuff the legs, but not all the way to the top. Leave lots of just empty space, then pin it. Then we're going to stitch along the seat line and carry on stuffing. I'll show you that in a moment. There you go, dollies. I've just stitched along that line. And now I'm going to carry on stuffing. Also, he wants to rock out and he wants to play the ukulele just like me. Yeah. So we're going to do the pipe cleaner arms technique that another gorgeous dolly told me all about. Right then, dollies. These pipe cleaners are so brilliant because they're already wrapped and covered, so no injuries will be done to dolly or you. I got these from eBay, so I'll be sharing the link there. So all I did was I folded it in half, and then you just measure it. My gorgeous Felicia from New York, Bronx, asked me about this. So this is for you, baby. So then what you do is you measure just the length of your dolly. It just depends how long your pipe cleaner is. So that's going to go to the end of the hand and up again. And then he's going to have rockability to play the ukulele, which we'll make out of felt. Then, dollies, another amazing Maria's Doll School doll fan gave me this brilliant tip. This is so brilliant. You wrap the pipe cleaner that's now folded so that it fits. You wrap it with stuffing. I would have never have thought of that. So thank you for that tip. You wrap it. Now you can see here, I've done his arms quite slim. So we're not going to need so much stuffing, and then we're just going to poke and stuff. There you go, dollies. Pipe cleaner. Ready to rock out. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And then you can see there that the pipe cleaner's just going through the middle. And now we're going to stuff and go. I just like to stuff and go. Dolly, dolly, dollies. Then you have to draft a more boy-looking face. So how you do that is you do deeper set eyes. How you do deeper set eyes is that the eyebrow is closer to the eye, and you do thicker eyebrows. Yay, let's colour you in. I've tried to make him look like Freddie Mercury, actually. Let's see. Dollies, I'm so happy. This boy doll's just looking lovely. So it didn't end up being Freddie Mercury, but you'll never guess what. It looks just like my brother. So that's nice. Okay, boy doll, look. Here he is. Here he is. He can sit down, which is great. We're just going to stitch up the top of that head, and then we're going to put some hair on him, put a really cool, I think this will look quite cool, very rock star, and then put a really cool hat on him. Stitched boy doll's head across there, like that. Really messy, it doesn't matter, it's going to get covered up with a hat and hair and a fringe. If you're doing a a boy doll that's bald, then that head line there needs to be really smooth. So you open and stuff the doll somewhere else. So, excuse me. I suggest you open the doll to stuff it here instead. And then that line there is going to be nice and smooth. Choices, choices. Because he's a superstar, rock star, he is of course going to have pink hair. You're just going to wind a tiny bit of pink around 2 fingers. Excuse my nails. And then look, we're just going to stitch that down there, like that, and then we're going to cover it up with a hat. There you go, I've just stitched that down, just a few stitches along there. That's it. How easy was that? Oh, I love my new hair, thanks. It matches my cheeks. I know. Then what all the cool rock stars wear is the slouchy hat. Loving the look. Reminds me of James Arthur now. And it's a slouchy, so you get, I've just pinned that down, but you're just going to stitch it all down. So dollies, you don't even have to worry about doing hair properly here. You can just cover it all up. All that we do, I'll put the pattern. The pattern's going to be on the main pattern, but you just get the edge of an old jumper, like so. And then I'm going to work backwards. This is all I've done. Ah, you're discombobulating me. There you go, look, I've just stitched that kind of shape. And you use the edge of the ribbing for the face edge. You do any kind of shape, turn it inside out, stitch it down. All that you need to do, make sure, I'm going to do this with one hand, is that fits the head. Jeans. The light's failing us, but we don't mind, do we? No, because I need a pair of jeans. Get your old pair of jeans that you've cut up. Put your jean pattern over it. What we're going to do is sew neat across the edge. We're just going to sew and then cut. I'll show you what I mean. There you go, we have sewn rather around the pattern, thus, and just down the sides and sides. Then we're going to cut, because we need to get in this way and we need to get in this way. Now we're going to cut and clip. There we go, we've cut all the way around. Clip so that we can turn. So here he is, rock star, rock superstar, with his jeans. So we just stitched around the jeans, turn them inside out. I know they're a bit high-waisted, they look a bit like women's jeans, but I've just done a lingerie stitch there, just a stretch stitch there, and you're going to leave those edges raw like jeans would have. So there he is, he's just going to sit there with the other dolls. Hi guys. They look a bit drunk there. Okay, his alcohol in his breath is making it.
Hello, dollies. I've got more voice back. Yay. We're still rocking out. The hat's somewhere. He's rocking out so much. It's all gone everywhere. And here's the simplicity of the simple pattern. It's going to be on the pattern page. But for your information, when we are saying, I recommend to, this is going to be like a Freddie Mercury style cool vest, and I've got some very cool animal print fabric. But when you sew, I don't know about your machine, but my little love gets really clogged up in the feed dogs when I'm sewing small things. So what I recommend is use a stretch stitch, which here is a teeny weeny mini zigzag, and then sew first and then cut and then trim. So we've just sewn down the side. I've folded it on the side so you don't have to bother there. We then need to cut an armhole there, and then before I cut it, I wanted to show you, we're going to just cut around and make a vest shape. And if it helps you, then draft the shape out before you cut. So we're going to cut that, and then really important point here is cut after the stitch line here. So cut after there, otherwise it's going to unravel. And once you've cut, you can trim down your seam line. There you go. So I've trimmed down there. I've cut down that armhole there. I've trimmed there, but I forgot to trim the back bit, so I'm going to do that. And I can't do it with one hand. Dolly, can you help me? And I've got some amazing news, dollies. Tomorrow I'm going to another town to buy second-hand microphone stand, and I'm hoping that the microphone stand will then have an ability to put a selfie stick on the end of it, and then I'll be able to hold the camera still over the work. Won't that be good news for you? You turn it inside out and you get a Fred Flintstone vest. I hope it looks cool on him. I have a feeling those sleeves might be too thick. Let's see. What do you think? Do you like your vest? No. You want... Yeah, it's looking a bit girly. Okay. I hear that. So what do you want? Slimmer down there. Okay. Dolly's home. Yay. Hey dollies. It's me. Look how cool he looks. Yeah, he's so cool. Okay. So we did indeed trim down the vest a little bit. I just cut it down a bit. So you can just alter according to your boy doll's taste. He's now, because of his fabulous pipe cleaners, he can now play that ukulele. Strum, strum. I actually decided to cut the hair along there like that, but I think it looked better when it was looped, don't you? Yes, you ruined my hair. Okay, we've just had an argument about that. I've just stitched back the hat, the floppy beanie. I've just stitched it. I did a little tuck stitch there so it's floppy, and I just did a little stitches along the hairline. And there we go, he's all done. Now I know what you're saying, dollies. What about that really cool ukulele? You know, how can I make that? Well, I know. I actually bought these in a charity shop. Isn't that amazing, right? There's always an ambulance that goes past when I'm doing these videos. And by the way, it's raining here in Hove. It's so gorgeous. An octopus wanted to say hi. Hello. So, okay, you may be lucky and you may already happen to have a ukulele badge that you decoupaged because you're teaching yourself how to decoupage or decoupage. But you might not, so I'm going to next do you a little pattern to make one of these out of felt. But essentially, he's all done. And another thing you might want to do is just do little flip-flops on the feet. But he's like this cool hippie boy, so he can't be bothered, can you? No, you're the one that can't be bothered. Okay, we'll just stop that there.